All right. Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash. All right. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, with Ruwell. And I want to give peace and greetings and salutations to all the Legakim, that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity, throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brothers that's not wavering in the faith, being diligent in truth. I say shalom to you brothers, and I say shalom, to the few sisters that believe and all meekness and humbleness. I say shalom. I'm your brother Zakaria from GMS Miami Camp. And Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash, Adawan Ratazah, that means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect of the nation Israel, And my lesson today, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash, it's going to be based on the times that we living in, man. All right, the times that's happening. All right, these Edomites, these so-called white people, these MAGAs, all right, MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, all right, they're seeing that their kingdom is falling and their leaders is getting shot. All right, this dude, Charlie Kirk. All right, it says, this is from CNN. It says 1 hour ago, it says live updates. Charlie Kirk shot dead on Utah campus. Shooter still at large, which this happened yesterday. And it took the world by storm. All right. All right, and what these Edomites, they're gonna want vengeance. They're gonna want payback for that, man. Who are they looking at the face of terror? All right, us Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So a time's coming. Hey, they're gonna come down having great wrath. All right, because they know that they have but a short time. But they're saying the shooters at large. They're saying, was the shooter black, or was he a liberal? All right, which they're all linking us. All right. The majority of Jakes, they're liberals, they're Democrats. All right. So is it gonna be a civil war? All right, let's get that. Let's start off with that precept real quick. The Mark chapter 4. All right, bear with me. Or was it 3? Bear with me. Mark 3. Now this book of Mark chapter 3 in verse 23, and I'm gonna read in the NLT. Also, this is Mark chapter 3 verse 23. It says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? All right. Verse 24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, and America is divided. All right, just like our kingdom was divided after King Solomon died. All right, the kingdom was split into two. All right, Rehoboam, he took the southern kingdom, and Jeroboam, he took the northern kingdom. All right, and the northern kingdom, all right, they went into captivity under Assyrians. All right, then they eventually left the Assyrian captivity, and they went over here to the Americas, to the so-called New World. All right, in the Southern Kingdom, we was over there, all right, in the so-called Middle East. All right, so our kingdom was divided, and it was split into two. That's why you have the house of Judah and the house of Israel. All right, so just how we was divided, America's divided. All right, NATO, the EU, they're divided. America, which goes into the statue, all right, and the 10 horns, the statue goes into how this place is going to fall, and it's going to be divided, man. All right, NATO, the EU, they're divided. Some countries are stronger than another, some countries are weaker. That's Daniel 2. And Jake just fucking playing around, think it's a game. It's like I just seeing Jake on the street just fucking bugged out. All right, not knowing that we in the middle of a fucking civil war that's about to pop off. Mark chapter 3 verse 24 says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the physical counterpart of Satan. It says if Satan rises up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. So we see in the end of this man's rulership. Scripture say, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, I believe, 6 and 7. It says, for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is beginning, but that follows. So this devil's going down, man. You know, this is a good spirit to be in. All hell breaking loose with Russia. All right, over there with the whole Poland situation. That's getting the NATO roused up. All right. The protesters open, I think it's Nepal. All right, that's popping off. All right, so the prophecies are speaking, man. All right, the prophecies are speaking. We just waiting on that RFID check, which is the mark of the beast, to be made mandatory, man. We living in excited times, man. So let's read in the NLT, Mark chapter 3, verse 24. It says, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. A family splintered by fuel will fall apart. And they splintered by fuel. All right, they're going against each other, man. All right, and this place is divided and it has an end. All right, let's read some articles, man. We'll look on Charlie Kirk shot and killed at Utah event. Manhunt for shooter still ongoing. So they still looking for this dude. They had a suspect in custody, but they let him go, just like this old little Edomite dude. And then you got this situation with the girl with the Jake stabbed the Edomite Ukrainian. All right, which she made. It looks like she an Edomite, but we don't know. But most likely she is an Edomite. And the Jake, he stabbed her in the neck. All right. So these are times that we coming into, man. All right. All right. And it's another thing that the Lord is shutting these devils' mouths too, man. The only one that should be speaking is the prophets. You know, starting with our apostles, that was a great millstone. All right. He hit him right in the neck. All right. Whoever the shooter was. But, you know, they're going to have, like, martial law. Let me see this. See, they got an FBI. They got weapons found, but killers still at large. Recovers gunman rifle. All right. So they found the gun, but they still looking for the shooter. So what? They're gonna it says manhunt for Charlie Kirk killers continue as Trump blames the Democrats. So they divided. All right. And they said this dude was arrested 14 times. And he said no, Salaki. This I'm talking about the stabbing. The dude that stabbed the Edomite, they say he was arrested 14 times and he had mental problems. He shouldn't have never been released. And he said, like, she heard him. She heard him. She was reading his mind. That's why he stabbed her, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So this is what's going on, man. All right. Let's get some more precepts. This place divided, man. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. Verse 2, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. The vision of prophecies, and it's made plain upon tables, the scriptures, man. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right, and what? We're carrying the message. We get this word and we go out on the highways and byways and proclaim it, man. The true prophets. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. So the prophecies are not tarrying. They're coming to pass. All right. The Lord said, the scripture said he would have healed Babylon, but it's not healed, man. There's nothing you devils can do. Try to go out on the campus and try to get the youth to come back to make America great again. All right. The shit is not going to work, man. The comeback tour, America comeback tour, something like that. The Lord is not, this place is done, man. Get ready for World War III. Like I always tell these people, man. Get ready for World War III. That's what you're looking at, man. All right? And we ain't breaking down those scriptures to you Christians. All right, just get ready for World War III. This is the book of Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly falling. Babylon is America. And ultimately it's going to fall by 200 million nuclear warheads, man. We don't care about you people. All right, where the scripture said, it makes a man happy to see the fall of his enemies. You know what you devils did to our people? Yeah, paybacks. All right, payback is here. It's coming. And y'all, like Elder Lawyer, Bishop Lawyer said, he said, we gonna see this devil, because scripture talk about Jacob Trouble. We gonna see this devil do way worse than what he did in chattel slavery, man. Because he's gonna be, this is his last hurrah in this time of Jacob's trouble. He gonna slaughter our people. All right, he gonna slaughter a lot of our people, because the Lord's gonna use him to do it. But he's gonna pay, man. All right, and there's no healing in this place. He gonna use that sword. You gotta use the sword now. All right, that's your blessing. Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. This place gonna be destroyed, man. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. Nope. Give her NLT says, give her medicine. Perhaps she can be healed. There's no healing in this place, man. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. There's nothing that can save Salakia. Jeremiah 51 and verse 9 says, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So this place is not going to be healed. All right. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone, to his own country. For her judgment reached up to heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So these people, these foreigners, so-called foreigners, yeah, they're going to go back to their countries. All right. Because they're not going to be making no money in this place. All right. It's about to get bad out here. All right. You see these Trump got these soldiers on the ground. All right, this place is over with. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. There's no healing. There's no medicines. There's no quantitative easing. No protests. None of that. No putting money into the economy, the stimulus. None of that shit's gonna work. It's over with. It's over. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. The wicked. Oh, let's get this. The book of Job, chapter 5, Job chapter 20, verse 4, it says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short? The triumphing of you Edomites, which are the wicked, is short. Y'all empire is falling fast. Scripture say, I beheld Satan fall as lightning. You falling fast. All this wickedness you did throughout the centuries, decades, centuries. All right. And now, all right, it's all being caught up to you, man. Now the Lord is put the judges on you. The curse is about to come upon you. The curse that came upon us Israelites is coming upon you, devils. Knowest thou not this of old, and man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds, which he got those space stations, all right, got the Space Force, got the satellites, yet he shall perish forever like his own done. And ultimately in the kingdom of heaven, after 1,000 years, you're going to perish. All right? Forever. We're going to burn you all up. Burn every single Edomite up, man. And you're going to perish forever. Like just how you take a number 2 dump and you flush it, you never see it again. That's how he's going to be with the Edomites. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. He shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. Go take him out, man. It's just a prelude. It's just a inkling, like a foreshadow of what's about to happen, man. The scripture said we're gonna be in the neck of our enemies, man. All right, we're gonna get our lick back, and the Lord is judging. The Lord said, which we not gonna do it. The Lord said, be still, roughly paraphrasing. It is your God that fights for you, man. Hold thy peace. The Lord's fighting for us, man. This book is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So this devil's falling, man. All right. And there's gonna be more mass shootings. All right, they had in Colorado. It's gonna be more violence. There's gonna get bursts out here because it's a time like never before, as the scripture says, man. A time like never before. So with that, I'm gonna close out. Lord, when this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha. Quadash. All right, I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Ruel. And I want to give all peace, greetings, and salutations to Arthur Lekakim. That's pushing his word and truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom Akim, keep pushing, keep